Just feel the field getting stronger as our beloved community comes together. And if you haven't closed your eyes, closing them now. And relaxing. So today I'm going to begin with telling you a little bit about a wonderful adventure I had. I went to visit Mount Shasta, having felt the call to go for about a year. And then I got an invitation to teach in Ashland, so I decided to drive up and stay in Shasta for a couple of days. And we'll be doing a lot more with mountain energy in the next class on the 30th of August. But I wanted to mention it today and begin to offer the transmission from Mount Shasta to all of us. I really didn't know why I was being called, but when Mount Shasta came into view, when I was driving, I burst into tears. And every time I come around a corner and see this magnificent mountain, there was still a little snow at the top and it was gleaming in the sunshine, I would start crying again. There was clearly something going on. And the next day, I got up early and I went up to Bunny Flats, which is where you park and then you can walk up. And I didn't walk very far. I found a place to sit on a log in the shade of a tree and just gazed at this mountain and was immediately struck by the silence, the stillness, the steadiness of mountain energy. And so often when we look at a mountain, our eyes are taken to the top, to the summit, and we feel that kind of ascending energy. But that's not what happened in this case. I saw that what I was seeing, the mountain that I was looking at, was literally like the tip of the iceberg. And the bulk, the main body of the mountain was beneath. And I took myself down, down, down to the source of mountain, the center of the earth. This silent, steady presence is what we want to embody in these challenging times to help ourselves and help others. So we're going to continue to work with mountain energy over the next few months. And now I want to tell you what's been happening for me, because again, I want to seed the field with very powerful energy of healing from trauma. As many of you know, I believe the source of all illness, all chronic illness, is trauma. not necessarily our own. It can be passed down from generation to generation and cause such havoc in our field. And we have the opportunity now to really heal these old patterns, these ancestral patterns. So I won't go into detail. I just want to give you an outline of the story of the trauma, one of the big ones from my life. When I first came to this country, I was 27, and my mother was very interested in meeting people. She was an astrologer, and she was very interested in meeting spiritual people in America, and she came to stay, and we stayed together in an apartment. She was here for 3 months. And one of the people we met was an astronomer who trained, because she was an astrologer, and they trained with the same astrologer, so there was big interest for her. And he was older than me, quite significantly older, an attractive man. And to cut a long story short, he raped me. It was like a date rape situation where I said no, and was not heeded. And I told myself afterwards that it would have happened anyway because I'd been attracted to him. I continued to see him. And one day we had an argument, and the next thing I knew was he was strangling me, and I passed out. And when I came to, he was sitting in fetal position in the corner of the room, listening to a record called Desperado. And I continued to go out with him. Some of you may be familiar with that pattern. It was only after he tried to run me over and I dove under a RV that I realized that I actually got it. And I left town without leaving a forwarding address. So the other night, I had a dream. And it had all the features of a nightmare. I was in a house running away from someone, and I got to the back of the house and it was dark and there was nowhere to run. There was no door, there was no window, and there was a bathroom, and I got into the tub and drew the curtain, hoping to hide behind it. And I could hear someone coming, and they came in and they put their hands around the curtain and began to strangle me. And I felt absolutely no fear. I did not leave my body. I was in my body. I was witnessing what was happening, completely present, and there was no fear. I was calm. I was steady. I was silent. And when I woke up, I was in awe. I felt like some big healing had happened. I was so happy. Then this morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I just could not sleep. And I got up and I got into my hot tub, which I love to do in the middle of the night. And I noticed that my stomach was really hard. It was like hard as a rock. And I just very gently pushed into it and immediately started to cry. And then I felt pain in my neck area. And I put my hands around my neck very gently with enormous tenderness. And everything released in my neck. And I knew immediately that what had happened in the dream was I was being shown there'd been an energetic change. The pattern of reaction, of fear, was no longer there. And I needed to go into the physicalness of my body with the most tender touch and offer compassion to that part of the body that had got traumatized, to really be present like you would be for a baby who's afraid. So today, I want to take us into a guided meditation where we each have an opportunity to go into any place inside that some old pattern from shock, from fear, from trauma got lodged, got stuck. So you don't need to think about this. You don't need to come up with a story. Just relax. There's nothing to do. Just follow. Notice if any place in your body got activated by my telling of the story, any stories of your own. And if it was a story that got activated, now go into the body. Go into any place that feels tight. And just be present. Feel yourself embodying mountain energy, connecting with Mount Shasta and any mountain that you have a relationship with. Feeling that steadiness and the steadiness of your attention in any place that feels uncomfortable. Then becoming aware of your whole energy field. Noticing with your eyes closed, there's no sense of boundary, just a cluster of sensations. And then take your attention down into the place that we call feet, into that area, into those sensations. And now expand your attention, your energy down, down into the field of Mother Earth. Keep going down to the center of the planet. And just allow your attention to rest there. Feel as though your whole being is being nourished by this loving, giving energy of our planet. All the bounty she bestows upon us freely. Just allow yourself to soak, to dissolve into this love. And now draw your attention up, coming all the way up. Feeling the sensations in the area of your feet, the appearance of the feet. Drawing up that loving life force from the center of the planet through the center of the soles of your feet. And fill your feet up. Imagine and sense the energy now rising into your ankles, up into your lower legs, into your knees, up into your thighs, draw that loving life force up into your hips, into the cluster of energy we know as the pelvis. Go right into the bones. It's just energy condensed. Drawing this loving life force now up into the organs in your abdomen. Just feel the whole area of the interior of your abdomen receiving, absorbing this unconditional love, unconditional acceptance. Feeling this powerful energy, so loving, so vital, coming up now into the organs under your rib cage, the purification system, liver, gallbladder, and spleen. Activating the full potential of this system to purify, to cleanse, physically and energetically, your being of any disharmony passed down your lineage or from events in your life. Allow the energy of the earth to pour into these organs, And then drawing the energy up into the lungs. Meeting with any grief, the deep sorrow that we carry for all the suffering, the present world suffering, and from the past. Let that energy, that loving, warm energy, flood into the lungs. And now pouring into the heart. Feel the heart, the enormous capacity of this organ to open, energetically open and open and open. Feeling all our hearts finding each other, energetically merging into one heart, with the same intention to heal ourselves of all old conditioning from trauma, to heal each other, and to expand that healing to all your friends and family, all your beloveds in your life, receiving this opportunity to let go and harmonize with the source, to become one with source, with divine love, with great spirit, God's infinite being, whatever word we choose. Allowing ourselves to open, to let go, to know ourselves as love, as shared being, all sense of separation melting away. And then expanding this healing beyond those we know, offering it to all of humanity, including everyone. Awakening this love in the hearts of all human beings on the planet. feeling into the center of the vibrations we call chest. Gathering universal love deep into our own energy field. Feeling that strong energy, that powerful life force, so loving, so accepting, coming up through the energy body, up through the shoulders, the neck, and into the head, and focusing in to the brain, the energy brain. Connecting heart to brain, feeling and knowing, merging. The center of the brain, mirroring the entire universe, all the wisdom, intelligence, and creativity available to be tapped into. Then going to the crown of the head, opening up the heavenly gate. And while still feeling deeply connected to the center of the earth, feeling that continual fountain of loving energy coming up through the energy body. And now expanding above the head, above the ceiling, into the blue, blue sky. Expanding into the infinite, the unknown. The emptiness that is pulsating with potential, with possibility. And in this vast, boundless field of pure consciousness, the source of all creation, imagine a vision of yourself. See yourself happy. A radiant smile in your face, in your eyes. the expression of the inner joy at being totally connected, totally merged with Source, with God, with love. Feel this joyful energy throughout your whole being. The joy harmonizing your whole being. All the cells in your body becoming happy. Remembering wholeness. Feeling the whole energy body realigning. Letting go of old patterns that no longer serve this body-mind. Feeling the vitality growing as the cells communicate with each other, find each other. Come back into cooperation, into community. Imagine you are taking a picture, a photograph of this vision of yourself. To come back to. Over and over again. Remembering. This is what you are. This radiant being, full of light and joy, deeply peaceful. The peace that passes all understanding. Centering you and grounding you. Now imagine the form of the vision of yourself becoming pure, dazzling light. And draw that luminous, dazzling light down through the blue sky. A beam of dazzling light coming down through the roof and into the heavenly gate. Filling the entire head, what we label as head, with light. Pouring the light down into the neck and throat. Filling the neck and the throat with light. The light flows down into the shoulders, into the shoulder joints, down through the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, filling the palms and the fingers. The entire arms and hands illuminated with radiant light, with the information of your vision, of yourself, healed and happy. Now sense, visualize the light filling the upper body. And flowing down into the lower body. The whole torso now, shining from deep inside. And the light pouring down the insides of the thighs, filling the thighs, the knees, the lower legs, the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Feel, sense, imagine yourself as a being made of pure light. Not solid, an energetic flow of radiant light. And now, simply with your intention, allow this light with the information of your vision of wholeness, your vision of the blueprint within you fully activated, the blueprint of wholeness. With your intention, with no effort, allow that light to flow through your body and find any place that has been calling for the light. Any place that has been physically stuck in a pattern or emotionally stuck or mentally. No effort on your part is needed, just a sincere desire to heal these places by letting go. Letting go of the story consciously and unconsciously. And now become aware of the energy behind you. The support in the field behind you. The essence of your ancestors. This is the energy of their wholeness, their love, now able to be expressed. Your ancestors standing behind you energetically. A great line behind you reaching out into the horizon and beyond. Many, many, many light beings, generations back. Supporting you, encouraging you. Their prayer, may this be the one to heal the harmful family patterns that have been passed down for generations. May this be the one. And feel in your heart your response. Relax. You've done your part. The love of the universe will now do its part in its own way. Which may not be what we've imagined. Trust. Feel the steadiness of Mother Earth and her love. Feel the support behind you of the essence of your ancestors. And feel the field, this vast, boundless ocean of pure consciousness. ' the source of all our experiences, thoughts, feelings, sensations, and perceptions, all arising out of this field of awareness that we are. And interpreted as mind, body, and world. Made of consciousness, known by consciousness. Abide in yourself, your true self, this loving field of awareness. Together, we offer our profound gratitude for all the support we've received tonight and will continue to receive. Our gratitude to Mountain, our gratitude to our ancestors, our gratitude to all the awake ones in form and formlessness, our gratitude to all our teachers, all teachers of all wisdom traditions that take us home to Source, to what we truly are. Our gratitude to each other, to Stephanie. Our gratitude to ourselves for showing up so fully. May our practice tonight be for the highest good of all of humanity, of all sentient beings, of all the life forms of our beloved Mother Earth. Howla, howla, howla. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your dedication, for your loving presence. Until the next time, take really good care of yourselves. I love you all.